Fair warning, there was an outage in my area during making this video, so the recording can sometimes look like a slideshow. Hey, what? Don't you have like 3 Resident Evil, 3 It Takes Two, and a Half-Life video to edit? Yeah? Wanna do an Outbreak guide? Yeah. Alright, so basic rundown. We're gonna be going over side missions, the main objectives, and the boss zombies. Alright, first we're gonna start with side missions. The first side mission is feeding the dragon. No, not that dragon. This machine looks more like the machine that Richtofen thought was a nice little jacuzzi, which turned out to suck all his blood out. This is a real simple one, big purple line, kill zombies in it, and no, you don't have to kill them single by single by single. Like in Rise of Drac, you can kill 5 of them at a time and they'll all go in. Some tips is, there's a big orange bar in the middle, that's how much time you have left, and on the left and right are purple bars. Once you get those to max, you'll get a better chest. Depending on how much you fill it, the better chest you get. Next up is the yellow box. I really can't think of anything funny to say about this one. I literally have notes that just say survive and not much to say. It's really just kill a few zombies and then open up a good chest. Here's a funny clip.
Was part of the plan, Richtofen! Not happening!
Next up is the Fury Crystal. You shoot one, more spawn. It's like hobos in an alley, they just keep coming. Shoot them all, you get a little reward, it upgrades your gun tier. Be careful though, you're on a time limit, and something zombies has never done before is spawns more zombies. Next up is the boss zombie, which you have to first go find a bunch of your dead friends, listen to a radio of them dying, and then go fight the boss. What I recommend you do is get a slightly damaged car, charge it into them, and scream bonsai as you explode it, because it does a ton of damage. The boss also drops a free perk once killed, but don't worry, because you'll most likely get Tombstone or Elemental Pop every time. Next up is the big boy Horda, who you'll want to be shooting at all times, and you'll want to avoid getting close to him, because he will smack you to the next life and back. Also be careful, he does like to shoot kamikaze dogs at you, so just ride around and try to avoid those. The best time to shoot him is when he goes into yellow mode, where he shoots a bunch of what I can only assume are killer bees at you while his face turns yellow. This is when you can do a lot of damage while shooting him in that little yellow spot, which is, I don't know if it's his mouth or what, but we'll leave that for him to decide. This is also probably one of the most worthwhile side missions, because almost every time you will get a legendary gun, or you'll get a wonder weapon, which is really helpful on Outbreak due to the zombies getting really tough really fast. As you can see here, I got a really good wonder weapon and I immediately took it. There are 2 more side missions. There's a purple orb that you can shoot and just follow it. It's really easy, but I couldn't get gameplay of it for some reason. And then there's a music one. I'm not really going to go in depth on that one. If you want to look up a guide on the music Easter egg, it's really easy, but you can basically just get a tape to listen to during gameplay. Now we've got the main mission. The first main mission we got here is the boss zombie. This boss zombie is a lot like the side mission boss zombie, except there's only one of them and he's kind of a pansy because he's got 3 phases. Every time you do a third of his health, he will run away until you finally killed him. He doesn't regain any health or anything like that, it's just you do some damage, he runs away like a little wimp, and then you gotta go hunt him down and kill him. Next up, we've got to recover canisters for a rocket. This one's pretty easy, just go to A and B at separate times, there'll be some zombies by it. You activate it, then you grab the canister, and then you go. I like to nickname this one the Stepmom, because even though it's not in direct contact with you, you can still feel the overwhelming presence of it, because it'll not let you sprint or jump, so be careful of that, but it does have a burst of rage after a while, and it does a shock blast that'll kill any zombies nearby. Next up is defending the head scanner. This one's pretty innovative as well. It does something zombies has never done again, and it spawns more zombies. This one's not really hard, just kind of zombies rushing towards it. It's really not hard to protect it because they don't do a lot of damage, just survive for about 2 to 3 minutes. I can't remember how long. Your biggest threat will probably be Tempest once again, because they'll shut it down or do a bunch more damage than usual. Next up, we have the Rover, where we have to transport Mr. President Monkey through portals. Depending on what portals you'll get, you'll have an easier time or a harder time, depending on however you want to look at it. If you have skinny portals, it'll scan it and go, nope, this isn't it. And then if you have big portals, it'll go in and be like, yes, this is it. And then it'll immediately fly out in rejection and then land somewhere far away where you have to go run and then go up to it again to transport it. Once again, Tempests are your base enemy because if they hit it at all, the Rover will immediately stop and zombies will start rushing it. The only time the Rover can really take damage is if you're not near it transporting it. Zombies will start rushing it and take damage, or if a Tempest hits it and it has to stop. So immediately take out Tempest and just kind of stick by it at all times. Next up, we have 2 rockets that will come down from space, draw a little fancy line in the ground. You'll have to protect them. Killing zombies inside of it will slowly charge it up to 100%. Once it's done at 100%, you'll move on to the next one, but don't go too fast because they give you a little snack beforehand, which is just probably, you'll get a little reward, whether it's just points, an insta-kill, or something like that. Never really too good, but never really too bad. Always nice to have. The funniest thing I could find on this one was there used to be a line in the game. I don't know if they took it out or what, but I haven't been able to get it again, where if you got too close to it when it was landing and it started hurting you, Strauss would say something along the lines of, "Get away, that rocket fuel has killed way more smarter people than you." The last main objective we have is the Holdout, where you're going to a big purple crystal. Don't worry, it's not meth. Where it'll talk to you. I know, seems like meth. But it'll talk to you, you'll get teleported into a building somewhere on the map, and it basically just becomes Nocturne Totem to that point where you have to survive for 3 minutes. This one is probably the hardest just because in the higher rounds more zombies spawn, more boss zombies spawn, and they get higher health. And it just becomes kind of chaos near the end of it, so you'll probably never be able to kill them all and have a relaxing end. You'll probably just be running around the building trying to survive for the last like 50 seconds. The first boss zombie is the transit wannabe, the Tempest. This man will follow you to the ends of the earth no matter how far you run away or drive away, and shoots balls of electricity. I have a feeling this man watched his entire family, close and distant, get ran over by a car. Because if there's a car or any vehicle at all in the area, it'll immediately target it and try to blow it up. This also disables the vehicles and is probably the most annoying thing about this game. Next up is the Mangler, who just got back from vacation from Gerwood Proby. This guy gets angry very fast if you shoot him. I guess we all do. But if you want to be specific in killing him fast, aim for his right arm, which is the cannon. Next is the Megaton. Don't have much to say about this guy. He just kind of, after a while, a bit of damage, he just goes whistle noise and then splits. The most I can say about this guy is it gets a bit messy and he throws a lot of balls of radiation at you and he gets really annoying. Next up is the Mimics. Pretty low health, but decent damage. These guys can turn into little gray crates and get a bit handsy sometimes, so be careful of that. Last but not least is the Panzer. These guys are basically dangerous everywhere. They've got the flamethrower from Origins. They also have the electricity balls from Dreisendrach, but they're replaced with fire. 2 ways to fight this guy is by A, breaking his faceplate, and then just gunning his head down. The second way is to break his jetpack, which is more difficult because he constantly moves, so that he can't jump around as much. Be careful when trying to sneak up on them, because even if you do, they'll know, and they'll immediately— oh god! Hey you. Yeah, you. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. This video took a bit longer than I thought. I was just kind of bored and wanted to play zombies and have a reason to upload a video, and I've been waiting for Malware Totem for a while now, so I decided to do this. I might do some more things like this with Easter egg guides, who knows, I'll see how it does.